What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I just got to the yard and I was sitting here reading your guys' comments on my videos, and there's so many people in the comments asking me, how do I set up my own trucking company? I'm a company driver. I want to get my own authority. How do I do that? I'm a lease operator. I want to get my own authority. How do I do that, right? So what I want to do in this video, and what I was doing this morning, was I was writing down on my notes, and I was just making a list of all the things you pretty much need to set up your own company and then get on the road and become your own boss. And you don't have to drive under anyone. So you got your own MC number, you got your own DOT number, you got your own authority. And I got this whole list ready for you guys. And what I want to do is I want to show everyone how to set up your own company and the things you need, and become a successful owner-operator in 2026. So let's get in the truck, and it should be pretty much warmed up now. So let's get in it and show you guys all the things you need. And one more thing I want to do is I want to give a shout out to this guy called Yin Gaming. He became a supporter of the channel. And if you guys want to hit the join button, become a supporter, what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to have an Instagram group where all the owner operators, someone who wants to become an owner operator, if you have any questions or just want to be in part of the community, I'm going to make an Instagram group where all the supporters, I'm going to start adding you guys. So if you want to hit the join button, you can, and then message me on Instagram showing me that you supported the channel, and then I'll add you to the group. All right, now let's go over it. Before I go over this list, I really want you guys to ask yourself, why do you even want to start your own trucking company? Is it because you want to have flexibility between home time and work? Do you want, you don't want a boss above you telling you what to do, what not to do? Do you not want to go out there in bad weather because your boss is telling you to go out there and risk your life? Or you just want to make a lot of money with your own company, you want to grow your company. There's so many reasons, why you want to start your own company. I think before you do start your own company, you should have that clarity. And for me personally, the reason I started my own company is because I want to have that flexibility between home time and work time. So I don't need, or I don't want anyone telling me what to do in terms of when to work, when not to work, when to take off for vacation, stuff like that. And that's the reason I started my own company. And obviously money is a big factor. You get to make more money with your own company. You're able to grow it. So if you want to, be able to grow your company, you can just get another truck and grow it. It's really not that hard. But that's the reason I started my company, right? And I think if you tell your guys, or if you ask yourself that, why do you want to start your own company? It gives you better clarity, and it makes your vision more clear, and you're able to achieve more success in this industry. And I think I always recommend people to come in this industry with a clear vision and clear goals, because you can easily get lost on the road in terms of you can just keep working, money's coming in, money's going out, and you don't know at the end of the year where your money is going, because you're going to end up spending on repairs. You're not good at bookkeeping. So stuff like that. You should always ask yourself that before starting any business. It doesn't even have to be trucking. All right, so now let's go over the list. And the list I'm talking about is for semi-trucks. So with sleepers that cross state lines, the list might be different if you work just in your state. So I'm not sure. The list is for basically what I did when I was setting up my own company. And like I said, I have a semi-truck with a sleeper. So the first thing I did was I set up my LLC. You can go with the S Corp or LLC. It's totally up to you. Consult with your accountant. And the second thing I did was I applied for my EIN number. EIN number is basically your business tax identification number. So like your personal, you have your social security. Business, you have your EIN number. And the third on the list is I applied for my US DOT number and MC number. And after filing the application, I went to the dealer to buy my truck. So I was working on buying my used truck. I believe I got it at 290,000 miles or 289,000 miles. And I got it for $70,000 at that time, a couple years ago. And when I bought the truck, I got my insurance. So this is all in the list, right? This is what I did exactly on this list. I had it written down. And after I got my insurance, I believe my DOT number and MC number were approved, or they were in the process. I did my BOC 3, which is basically you you designate agents in different states. So if someone wants to sue your business, they basically check your Bach 3, and there's agents in different states who receive those papers, and because you don't have your registered address in every state. And then I did the UCR registration. So if you're a truck driver, or your own company, you cross state lines, you have to sign up for annually UCR registration, a couple $100. And then you do your 20 or 2290, which is a heavy vehicle tax, and I believe that one is annually as well. Yeah, it is. And that's what I did. And the next thing, when everything was approved, I did my plates, so IRP plates, and I believe that cost me around $2,200. It was one of the biggest expense during this whole process. And after I got my plates and all the documents they needed, I provided them. So basically, if you're buying the truck, they need the title and everything, or if you're buying it with a loan, they need those papers. And the next thing on the list is you need to sign up for a random drug and alcohol test yearly, so annually. And a lot of people, they don't do that, right? A lot of people forget that part. So when you're starting your company, make sure you do sign up annually for a drug and alcohol random testing. And that's pretty much it, setting up your own company. So then you got your truck. If you need a trailer, you get the trailer as well. And then you find a yard to park at your truck. And then make sure you also do the pre-employment drug test and keep that paper on you, just in case, you get your inspection. That's what they want to see as well. And then you get the stickers for your truck. And then also make sure you get your MVR reports. So if you're the driver of your own company, make sure you have your MVR report printed from your DMV and keep that on record. And the reason I say that is because you are pretty much gonna get audited your first year. So they want to see all those papers. They want to see that you signed up for the random drug and alcohol testing. They want to see that you printed out your MVR reports for your drivers. They want to pretty much see all your insurance papers, that everything is right. And I did get audited. I passed my audit, and just look forward to that. I don't know, a lot of people like, oh, they're not going to check my MVR, they're not going to check my random drug test. They're going to check everything. So just make sure you do follow the rules. And that's pretty much it to set up your own company. And one more thing I want to do is I want to show you guys that what you need to have in your DOT folder that needs to be in your truck at all times when you're on the road. So let me get my DOT folder, and then I'll show you guys what's in it. All right, so I got my DOT folder, which is just a 3-ring binder, and I always recommend, let me see, hold on. And I always recommend to have this in the truck. It's a must. You cannot say no, I don't want to. So what you want to have in your folder is you want to have a paper log in case your ELD electronic log goes out. You need to have at least one paper log book. And then you need to have your certificate for your authority. So your MC certificate, once you get the DOT number MC approved, you get a certificate from your FMCSA, have that printed out, and have it in your folder. Then you need to have your certificate of insurance, have that paper in it on your folder. What else? Let's see. Then you got your truck registration, trailer registration, and then you got your IFTA. So you need to have your IFTA license as well, UCR, which I talked about. And I have the KYU number. So if you travel through Kentucky a lot, and then you need to apply for KYU, so I have that. And then I got my Bach 3. And then you also need to get your annual vehicle inspection. So when you're starting your company, make sure your trailer and truck are inspected by approved DOT mechanics and stuff, and then have both of them printed out, annually inspection forms in your folder. And then you need to have your medical certificate. And then also, I don't know if they needed it, but I had I put it that I signed up for the regular annual drug and alcohol testing, random testing, and I had this form printed out in it if they need it. I don't think they do. And that's pretty much, and I got the MVR reports printed here as well. Then also your form 2290, so heavy vehicle use tax for the current year. So have this printed out as well. And then that's pretty much it I have in my folder. And what else? Hopefully I did not miss anything, but I think I missed IFTA, right? So I don't think I told you guys you need to sign up for IFTA. IFTA is pretty easy. It's your quarterly fuel tax, and you pretty much go on the website. You take your miles, how many miles you did, in that quarter, and then you take how many gallons you filled, and then they pretty much calculate it for you how much you owe or how much you're gonna get returned in terms of money. So that's pretty much really it. How to set up your own company, and just have this list in order because, like right here, I'll show you guys, or I'll tell you guys. I got my level 1 inspection last year, right? So they checked everything. They checked every little paper because they knew that I was a new company, so they were a little bit more strict. And I had everything in order. And I know there's so many. I've watched so many videos on YouTube. Not everyone has all these details telling people how to set up their company. And I think that's why I was like, let me make one video where it shows what you need to have in your DOT folder, how to start up your own company, and all the things you need. So that's pretty much it with the DOT folder, and then how to set up your own company. And like I said, a lot of people set up their company, but most of them do fail. And the reason they fail is because they're not good at money management either. So you need to be good at money management. You need to be good at bookkeeping. There's a lot more that goes into owning your own trucking company rather than just setting up the papers and just driving. And if you want to just drive, then you're good with being a company driver. And if you want to start your own company, you got to start thinking with the more business mindset. So if you want to grow your company, you can do this with trucking. If you want to, get 10 trucks in 5 years, you're able to do it with trucking. If you want to have home time and balance between work and home, you're able to do it with your own company. If you want to stay home during bad weather and there's no company that's going to force you, guess what? If you're a company driver, they're going to force you and to work. And I know some people can't say no, but let's be real. Who does say no? If you got your own company, you pretty much decide your own fate. So there's a lot of benefits with owning your own company, but like I said, you really need to be good at money management. You really need to be good at negotiating. You need to be good at just running your business because it is a lot of work. But personally, I think it's one of the best things to do because next year, if I want, I can go get another truck, grow, and then slowly start stepping out of the truck. Because currently I'm driving, and if I want to step out of the truck, I need to grow my company, and that's the plan. And I think being a company driver, you're pretty much stuck. And I know people out there that do say, I make $1,800 as a company driver, and owner operators, they make $2,200 or $2,500 or $3,000, right? It's not that much big difference. What I do is I just take out my key at the end of the week and I just go throw it in the office. I don't have to worry about the truck breaking down. I don't have to worry about anything. And I was like, if that's what you want, that's good for you. But if you have a business mindset, you want to grow your business, you want to become something in life bigger than yourself, then you have to step into this trucking industry and start your own business and then grow that business. And yeah, you may start off making almost the same money as a company driver, but in a couple of years, if you have the mindset right, you're able to grow from 1 truck to 5 trucks and then continue growing, and then slowly you can step out. But that company driver is still going to be a company driver in 5 years. And yeah, if you look at first year owner operator, first year company driver, the owner operator is probably going to have a loss, right? The company driver is still going to make his consistent paycheck, but second year, you're going to slowly pass that company driver. Third year, he's not going to be able to match your pay. And then fourth year, you got another truck, right? You got 2 trucks, 3 trucks, and then that company driver is still getting the same pay. He's going to take his keys, throw it in the office, not worry about anything while you're slowly stepping out of the trucking industry, or not industry, slowly stepping out of the truck while you're hiring drivers, you're growing your company. And then and you can compare in 10 years. That company driver is still going to be getting the paycheck while you're, home managing your business, growing it, maybe then taking that money, investing in real estate. And that's the vision you got to have when you start your own company. You cannot get comfortable when it comes to business. And I know a lot of people do get comfortable. Oh, I'm a company driver, I don't have to do anything, right? And that's not why people start businesses. They don't start businesses to be comfortable. They start businesses to grow bigger than themselves. And that's the plan with my trucking company too. Yeah, I got to drive right now, but I think if I keep grinding, keep being good at money management, then I can continue to grow my company. And I do have a lot of plans with my company, and I'll share more with you guys in the upcoming months or years. Probably next year I'll share what plans I have with my company and how I want to grow it. So hopefully I did not miss anything. I'm guessing I probably missed a thing or two, but it's okay. Let me know in the comments below, and then I can clarify that. And yeah, that's pretty much how to set up your own successful company. And one more thing I want to say is if you guys need more help or more details how to set up your own company, I do have a join button so you can become a supporter of the channel. And like I said earlier, I am going to make an Instagram group where all the supporters, we're all in it. We can help each other out. And obviously, I will also be in it helping people out. And you can, ask any type of questions you want. If you just want to be part of the community, you can also be part of the community. If you're a company driver trying to, switch over to getting your own authority, you have a lot of questions, you can also be part of the group. If you have questions regarding the DOT folder, what's in it, you can also ask that. How to set up your own company, ask that. If you want to talk about, what lanes are good, what states are good, what rates are, the market is offering, you can ask any of those questions. So I think it will be a good little community we build because I haven't seen anything like that. And I think it will be good for all truckers, all, inspiring truckers who want to become truck drivers or people who want to get their own company. It'll be really good. So that's the idea I came with, because I know, thing is, I can easily put a join button out there and then just, tell people to support the channel. But I think I want to provide value. And I was like, how can I provide value? So I was like, why not just make an Instagram group where people are able to get value for the money they gave me to support the channel. So that's what I could come up with. And hopefully the people who did support the channel, you're able to get your value. And it is really cold. Gonna need more coffee. It's almost done. So hopefully everybody liked watching this video. If you did, hit the subscribe button. I know this video is not like all my rest of my videos where I'm picking up the load, dropping off the load. But I think it really needed to be made because there are a lot of people who are confused and needed guidance. And I think if I can even guide them like 10%, 20% in the right direction, I think I achieved my goal. And that's my goal with this channel, is to help, inspiring truckers who want to get in this industry. I remember when I was new, there were not many people on YouTube giving clear guidance. And a lot of people were just asking for money. A lot of people were asking thousands of dollars for, guidance. And I remember when I was setting up my DOT folder, I literally had to watch like 30 videos just to be in the right direction. And that's the goal of my channel, help as many people as I can. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully everybody liked watching this video. It is really cold outside. So if you've been watching the weather, there's a storm going right across the United States. And I'm in the middle of it. So that's pretty much it. Subscribe to the channel, like the channel, and what else? Follow me on Instagram.